Imagine, if you will, a world, a simpler time, back when Eric Cassell was still alive, a world where Roblox wasn't being destroyed by pointless and unwanted updates. This time, of course, is mid-2012, when roleplay games reigned supreme on Roblox, and within the fires of garbage roleplay games came a gem. Welcome to the legacy of Welcome to the Neighborhood of Robloxia. Now, if you've never heard of this game before, you might be drawing connections to the neighborhood of Robloxia, or Welcome to the town of Robloxia. Those are both great connections, as the town of Robloxia was the inspiration for it, and the neighborhood of Robloxia you know of is what happened to the game itself. The background footage is what the game used to look like, the way I remember it. When I first joined Roblox back on March 12th of 2013, I was only 8 years old, so of course my mom wanted to keep me safe on the internet. She had to approve games before I played them, which basically means she looked at the title, the description, etc. The first game she approved was, of course, Welcome to the Neighborhood of Robloxia. I had a freaking blast on that game. I selected a house I would buy every time I joined, and I got mad when other people took it. I would always pick Taco Bell as my job, even though I didn't even like Taco Bell back then. I found out how to buy items on Roblox, specifically so I could buy VIP for that game. Needless to say, I was hooked. Role-playing was my thing, and even when my mom approved of more games, such as Survive the Disasters style games, I would keep coming back to this game. It was crazy. But eventually, I did lose interest, and I started playing it less and less. And eventually, as the years went by, I wasn't even playing it anymore. I had found new games. Fast forward a few years later, around 2017, I was scrolling through my favorites list and I came across a peculiar game called The Neighborhood of Robloxia. I was confused. Is this what had happened to one of my favorite games? I joined it, and to my horror, everything had completely changed. It was in V5 or something stupid like that. Everything was different. It had high definition everything. There was new cars, new everything. It was lagging my laptop from 2009 like crazy, so I had to leave. In 2018, I got a crazy fast gaming computer. I played lots of new games and some old ones too. Soon, I came across the neighborhood of Robloxia again. I played it, and now with a fast computer, I could confirm it was completely different and completely bad. I was sad. One of my favorite games was gone. I worked all I could to find a copy of the game, the original game I remember. No luck. If anybody is watching this video with a lead on possibly V4, please contact me as soon as possible. Eventually, I lost hope. I decided the game would be lost to time. Finally, fast forward to today. I found the game on the web archive while sifting through old Roblox games, and I decided maybe I can do something about it. So I opened up Vegas and started to work. Now enough backstory, now along to the history and overview of the game. So, the game was pretty simple by today's standards, but it was really good for its time. It was almost always on the front page, for many reasons. It had houses you could buy, jobs that nobody ever worked at, a cafe, an adoption center, a campsite, and a lot of other stuff you could do with your friends or family. I didn't want to bring this up, but yes, this game was notorious for having tons of online daters. But the truth is most online daters are just kids who want to roleplay with a family or something like that. At least that's what I did. I never actually intended on meeting them in real life or something stupid like that. And in the 0.01% chance that your regular sweet girl cupcake 112 is actually a 40-year-old man with the intent on doing bad things to you, there's about a 0.00001 chance that they would actually have the ability to meet them. So all the quote-unquote online daters are more or less harmless. The main hotspot of this game is the cafe. Lots of people hang out there, and it's the spawn for 6 entire teams. That's a lot of teams in the first place, but to make it even more crazy populated, 5 of those teams are the most popular teams in the entire game. Those teams would, of course, be the toddlers, kids, teenagers, parents, pets, and cafe workers. I'd be surprised if there's any less than 8 people at the cafe when I spawned. There's cars and helicopters you can get. There's tornadoes and thunderstorms that could actually kill you. Go ahead, Bloxburg fanboys. Does Bloxburg have tornadoes that could kill you? I thought not. There's items you could use, food you could buy and eat, and a ton more. If you were to list everything, it'd take multiple videos. Sadly, like all good things, it had to end. I want this to be a full overview, so I gotta review V5 as well. Oh boy, here we go. Oh boy, V5, where do I begin? They got rid of the entire V4 map and made an entirely new one with cliffs, more houses, more jobs, more locations, and more walking. Walking is pointless though because there's new cars you could buy and spawn. Yay! There's an avatar editor and stuff. The cafe still exists, but it's been changed. The adoption center still exists. It hasn't changed that much at all though. Tornadoes and thunderstorms still exist, but they can't kill you. Not surprisingly, no one works at the job still. You can customize your house, while in V4 it came pre-customized. Now you have to buy your furniture, or else your house will be a barren wasteland. There's still the family role players, but they're extremely toxic now. Trolling in V5 is really the only fun thing you could do there. It literally feels like they took V4 and everything that made it great, lit it on fire, and decided, wait, no, I don't want to do this. Took it out and tried to piece it back together from the ashes and flaming pieces. It's just not the same as it was. And I know a lot of you might be saying it's still a good game, and you might be right, but I just haven't given it a chance, because I know of a better experience that I could never get back. Now, finally, on to my final thoughts on the game overall. Welcome to the neighborhood of Robloxia. V4 and V5 are both very good games, but I just prefer V4, so that's the one I'll be making my final statement on. Overall, great game, not the best community. I'd say my overall rating is a drum roll, please. 9.5 out of 10. Thanks for sitting through that, and as a last-minute reminder to send me any and all leads on V4. Thanks for watching. I'd appreciate a like or a subscribe, but you don't have to. I don't really care. See ya. Bye.